Shalom, shalom. How's everybody doing? Shalom, you good, Ak?
King, too.
All right, my friend. Can you please at least tell us where we are today?
This is a historic Brightonsville.
Historic Brightonsville. So we're in the vicinity, going to or from Chester in South Carolina. I'm gonna ask my friend to take note of this area right here. Now, we want to read this sign right here for edification purposes. It says here, James Williamson also settled on Fishing Creek in 1766. Now, we want to point out that America was not founded until 1776, which was 10 years after that, and built a log house 400 yards southeast of here. On July 12, 1780, 120 British and Loyalist troops, led by Captain Christian Huck, camped at the Williamson home. They were attacked and defeated by 140 local Patriot militiamen led by Colonel William Bratton and other forces on the Battle of Williamson's plantation. Now, what we want to point out is this word right here, the word plantation. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Akima Akyo, B'nai Israel, and all the other people who just refer to themselves as blacks or African American. This is where we was at. Can you sit there and take note of what we're looking at right over here? This is where people were sleeping in at night, brothers and sisters. So let's understand something about the slavery and what happened when the rooster croaked. That was time for your black behind to sit there and get up as well. There was cases in history of slavery where people killed the roosters, so therefore they wouldn't have to be woken up. There were times, say when the summertime was coming in, they would use the full moon night to work all the way to midnight on the plantations. So as the saying goes, you work from can to can't, as the saying went. You understand? And we in South Carolina, which was more rugged than Virginia can ever think of regarding slavery. So we want to go over to this side right here. And William Bratton Plantation. In 1766, William Bratton and his wife Martha Robertson purchased 200 acres on the South Fork of Fishing Creek and built a single pen log house here on the junction of several important Colonel roads. Now, in 1766, we want to point out that America, the United States, came to be, as stated, 10 years after 1766. Colonial America existed. So you had what they call the 13 colonies, what we call here South Carolina being one of them. All right? The Bratton home was the first in what would become the community of Brightonsville. Bratton was an important civil leader, serving also as an officer in the Patriot militia during the Revolution. During what they call the American Revolution, we had it, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, to where the British, or the Redcoats as they were called, would sit there and basically tell black people, if you join on the side of the British against the Americans, that you will sit there and gain your freedom. The British were lying. So we just want to point that out in that particular regard. So now, taking note of what we're looking at over here, you can see exactly where the people were being housed and slept upon. So remember, we want to point out that it says plantation, and we already know exactly what the hell that was about. All right? There's going to be more videos on this. Peace.